Good morning, everyone. So today we're going to start our English lesson, okay? So for Form 1 student, take out your book 1B, and go to page 22, okay? Page 22. So today we're going to teach how to write a block entry, okay? So you're writing in for Unit 5, okay? So let's look at the topic first, okay? The writing task first. Let's look at the task here, okay? You want to write a blog entry about your personal thought on a role model, okay? So what is role model? So in this whole unit, we talk about maybe famous people, okay? So these people give you positive influence, okay? So role model means okay, you are going to write some personal thought about your role model, and then how this person has inspired you, okay? What he has taught you, or what he makes you want to do, okay? So how many words are you going to write? Okay, you are going to write about 150 words, okay? So before we start, we have to think about the purpose, why you want to write this blog entry, the audience, okay, who are going to read, and then your tone, okay, how do you present your writing. So let's look at the purpose first. What is the purpose? To share, 分享, okay, to share, to think about, okay, and then show off. Show off is a very important word. You have to learn this word, okay? Okay, you want to show off about your thought. So if you want to write a blog entry, usually share some personal ideas with your friend. So the answer should be to share, okay? 分享啊, to share your thought and experience. And then your audience, who is going to read your blog entry. So here, definitely I will read your blog entry because I'm going to mark it. But if you want to share something online, usually who read your blog? Your friend who visit your blog, or your role model, or your parents and teachers. So the answer should be very clear. It should be your friend, okay? It's a personal sharing, okay? And then what tone would you use, okay? You are going to write a very casual or formal. So when you write to your teacher, or I write to the principal, would need to be very formal. But when you write a personal blog entry, you just need to be casual and personal, okay? Casual 隨意嘅, okay, and personal 個人的, okay? So now let's go to next page. There are some basic elements that you must include in your writing, okay? So I give you 20 seconds to look at these words first and try to finish this part by yourself, okay? 20 seconds. Let's look at this part first. Conclude. What is conclude? 總結. You always have to conclude at the end of your writing. And then date. What is date? Okay, most of you should know, okay? And details. What is details? So when you write your blog entry, you have to give details, okay? And then experience. Okay, 經驗啊. And then introduce. Time. And then title. So if you know all the meaning of this word, the table should be very easy here, right? So let's go through together. So firstly, what is this one? This one is the date, right? This one is the date. And then nothing is impossible is what? Is the topic of your, or the title of your entry, right? And then very clearly, the first paragraph is the introduction. In your introduction, you have to introduce, okay? Introduce your thought. And then let's look at this part. I failed the math test again last week. Okay, I failed again. I didn't pass again. So this is about your personal experience. Okay, personal experience. And then the most important part is your body. Okay, so when you write your body paragraphs, you must give details. Okay, when you write, no matter what kind of text type, when you write your body, you have to give details. Okay, and then the last one, the last paragraph, usually would conclude. Okay, conclude your thought. And then the last one, very clearly, this is the time of you posting your blog entry. Okay, so I think you have already know the basic structure of a blog entry. Now I will pass the time to Ms. Chow to talk about the language features and also how to write this blog entry. Okay.
In this part, you will learn how to write about your role model. You will learn how to brainstorm ideas. Rewrite the points into complete sentences and organize the ideas. And then write the book. Now you should have your textbook and the writing worksheets with you. Part A. How can we brainstorm ideas? First, you should decide who is your role model. For example, Miss Chow, I like Li Wei-si. She is my role model. Why? Okay, I'll tell you later. But after you brainstorm the ideas, you should put down, okay, you can put down the ideas in point form in the worksheet. like this one. Okay, put down your ideas in point form. Then think, what does your role model do? What is she or he? Okay, a professional basketball player, a singer, or your family member, a housewife, or your friend who is a teacher. And I like Li Wenxi. So Li Wenxi is a professional racing cyclist. Professional in Chinese means 專業 or 職業。單車手。Okay, put down your ideas in the worksheet like this. Li Wenxi is a professional racing cyclist. Then think, what can he or she do well? For example, can she play basketball well? Or can she cycle very fast? What can your role model do? Think. You can use your own ideas. Okay, for example, Li Wenxi, she can cycle very fast. So I put down the point, okay, the idea, cycle very fast in the worksheet. And how about the qualities of your role model? Why do you admire your role model? He or she must have something very good. So you admire her and you want to learn from her. These are some of the adjectives to describe your role model, the good qualities. You can take a look. What qualities does your role model have? Li Wenxi, I like her because she is persistent and hardworking. Then put it down. Then put it down in your notes. Okay? Persistence and hardworking. Okay? The good qualities of Li Wenxi. If you want to tell the others why you admire your role model, you should give examples. You should have some ideas. You should have something to support your ideas. So if you can, you should tell the others what did your role model do? Did he or she do something amazing? For example, was he or she sick, but she can overcome all the difficulties and then live positively? Or did he or she have any accident, but he or she, your role model, did not give up? Or he or she, your role model, worked very hard? Or many good qualities. She may be very talented. For example, Taylor Swift, she could write the first song at age 12. So think, what good qualities and what special experience did your role model have? Li Wei-si. In 2006, she broke her arm. Everybody told her to quit, but she didn't give up. And okay, after the injury, she worked very hard. And she spent a lot of time on training. So, what happened next? Yeah, she's very successful. And we can tell the others about the achievements of your role model to support your idea. How great is he or she? Okay, for example, did she win many races? Okay, did he or she win any medals? Did he or she sell a lot of albums? For example, Taylor Swift. She sold more than 15 million albums. Okay, so I'd like to talk about Li Wei-si. So I'll put down her achievement here. She won many races, and if you like, you can give examples to support your idea. What races did she win? So I'll put down, okay, 3 gold medals at the Asian Games. Okay, you can give 1 example or 2 examples. It's up to you. And then, as we can learn from the role model, so think, how does your role model inspire you? For example, does your role model inspires you to be a better person? Or does he or she inspires you to be more hardworking? Or does your role model inspires you to help the others? Think, what does your role model inspires you? And then put down your ideas. For example, Li Wei-si, she inspires me to be a better person. So I put it down here, be a better person. Okay. And then the last part. Your role model inspires you to be a better person. And what will you do to make a difference? Will you do something to improve yourself? These are the common things we can do. Okay, for example, work hard to improve my English. Okay, or spend more time on studying, things like that. If you like, you want to be an athlete, just like Kobe Bryant, you can spend more time on practicing basketball. Okay, think what you will do to improve yourself. So, this one, I will spend more time on studying, but remember, when you jot down your ideas in long form, no need to write in complete sentence, just put down your ideas only, okay, short form. Okay, for example, not give up easily. Okay, now let's go to task B. How can we revise the points into complete sentences? We can use some common sentence pattern, subject, verb, object. For example, this one. Who is your role model? Okay, Li Wei-si. So you can see, usually for Miss Chow, I like to put the noun or the subject in blue, the verb in red. Okay, adjective in green. Okay, to help me memorize the different parts of speech and how to use them. So this one, Li Wei-si. So in this case, a object. We should put down the subject and verb. So who is your role model? My role model is Csjss. Okay, just put the subject and verb before the object Csjss. And then, according to the worksheet, you can see, okay, what does your role model do? What is she? Okay, professional racing cyclist. Okay, subject, verb, object. The subject and verb is missing. Let's put down the subject. Subject, Csjss or she. She is. Okay, the verb is. She is a professional racing cyclist. Okay. And then we can use can or could to talk about ability. Can means 能夠 in Chinese. We use can in present tense in Csjss, and we use could in past tense. What can your role model do? So, Csjss, okay, cycle very fast. So let's follow the subject, verb, object pattern. So the subject, Csjss or she, and then the verb we can use she can cycle very fast to talk about her ability. She can cycle very fast. And then let's talk about why you admire your role model. So Csjss, for example, Csjss, persistent. So we can follow the sentence pattern, subject, verb, adjective pattern. Okay, so persistent. So subject, Csjss or she, and the verb. Okay, she is persistent. Okay, I admire her because she is persistent. And then we can talk about her special experience. This is the point. Okay, this is the ideas in point form. Okay, 2006, break her arm. Okay, but she didn't give up. So this one, the time expression, we can change it to, okay, in 2006, she broke her arm. Okay, not, we change it to did not, okay, but she did not give up. Remember, sometimes when we put down our ideas in point form, we may not put down the correct tense form. For example, in this case, she broke her arm in 2006. It happened in the past, right? So pay attention. We have to change the tense. We have to change the verb into simple past tense. Okay. What else did she do? Everybody told her to quit, but she didn't give up. She worked. Okay, she worked very hard. You can add more details if you like. She worked very hard, or she worked harder. Okay, and what else did she do? She spent a lot of time on training, or you can say she spent more time on training. And also, you can give examples how great your role model is. Okay, you can talk about his or her achievement, 成就. Okay, for example, Csjss, she won many races. So this one, take the verb here. Okay, subject, blue in color. Okay, blue color is missing, right? So this one, she won many races. You can add more details when you write. Okay, she won many races for Hong Kong. And then you can give examples. What races did she win? Okay, so you can say, give examples. We can say, for example, she won 3 Asian Games. She won 3 gold medals at the Asian Games. Okay. And the last part, how does your role model inspires you? So, this one, Li Wei Si, to be a better person. This one, to be a better person. So, we have to put the subject here, subject, and then the verb. So, Li Wei Si inspires me to be a better person. Okay. And what will I do to make a difference? What will I do to improve myself? So this one, not give up easily. Not give up easily. A, no subject. And the verb is not complete. So let's change it to, subject, I will not give up easily. And I will spend more time on studying. Okay. Now, you know how to write complete sentences from the poems. Now you can organize the ideas, the sentences, into different paragraphs. We divide the essay into 3 parts. Introduction, body, and the ending. In part 1 is the introduction. We will put down the title, my role model. And then, in the first paragraph, we will introduce our role model to the others. So, talk about who your role model is. And then, what is she? And what can she do? In the first paragraph, introduction. And then, part B is the body of the book. In this part, you should tell the audience why you admire your role model. What qualities does she have? And then you'd better give examples to support your ideas. So we put all these things in part 2. You can write them down in 1 paragraph or in 2 paragraphs. It's up to you. It depends on how long the content is. And the last part is the ending. In this part, you can talk about how your role model inspires you and what will you do to improve yourself. After you write down the draft, if you like, you can improve your the languages. You can write a complex sentence. You can link up the ideas with because or so. It's up to you. For example, this one, you can add some time expressions to make your sentences more meaningful. For example, this one, eventually means at last. This is the end of the writing lesson. Thank you for watching. everybody, you can write about your role model with the worksheets given. You can get the worksheets from Google Classroom. Okay. For example, okay, let's do it together. For example, this one. Who is your role model? Put down. Decide. Decide. Okay? Who is your role model? For example, Kobe Bryant. Okay, my role model is Kobe Bryant. What is he? Oh, he died. So what was he? Okay, he was a professional basketball player. And then, yeah, he is a professional basketball player. Okay. What is Kobe Bryant? He is a professional. He was a professional basketball player. And what could he do? Kobe Bryant could play basketball very well. Okay. Excellent skills. His skills were excellent. What good qualities does he have? Did he have? Okay. Why do you admire Kobe Bryant? Okay. Put down something. For example, you can say he is talented, or you can say Kobe Bryant is hardworking. He practiced playing basketball all the time. He really liked playing basketball. And did he have any special experience? At the beginning, he didn't live in the USA. So when he was a teenager, he learned he learned about NBA by watching the videos of NBA. Kobe Bryant liked playing basketball very much. He wanted to be a great basketball player. So, even when he was not in the USA, he learned basketball skill. Through watching videos of videos. Okay, videos. What video is it? NBA. Okay, the NBA matches. And what achievement did Kobe Bryant have? Okay. Kobe Bryant was a very successful professional basketball player. Throughout his life, he got 5 NBA championships. So this is one of his achievements. 5 NBA championships. Also, he was selected as the MVP of the matches. Okay, many times. Okay, at least 5 times, as I remember. Do you know what MVP is? MVP means most valuable player. In Chinese, 最佳價值球員。Then, how can Kobe Bryant inspire you? For example, if you like to play basketball, okay, Kobe Bryant may inspire you to be an athlete or to be a basketball player. So you can write something like this. And what will you do to improve yourself? What can you learn from your role model? So, if you want to be a good basketball player, then, okay, what can you do? You can practice hard. Okay, you can practice hard. You can learn more basketball skills from the NBA videos, things like that. Okay. Okay, this is one of the examples of how you can write about your role model in poem form. And this is the end of the writing lesson now. Thank you for watching.